Alright, got us a little blood there. Popped the coyote. It's up there in that box stand, me and Coleman calling. He's putting around here, he's bleeding pretty good. That looked like a chunk of liver. Like some old liver damage. A lot of blood. That's organ damage. Organ damage. A lot of blood. Man, it's thick in here. I may not go in here very far. I'm pretty sure I got a dead coyote. Just how bad do I want him? You know, the thing about a coyote is they're good eating. They are good eating. I'm turning this off, see if I can go find him. Well, me and Coleman were in the stand this morning deer hunting, and we hadn't seen a deer all morning. And I got out my some coyote calls, some hand calls, some squeakers, and began to squeak with them. I'd squeak for 3 or 4 minutes and wait for 10. 3 or 4 minutes, wait for 10. I was in the middle of my second series of squeaks when this guy come out. I showed you back there. We found him. Young dog, pretty. But as he come out, he was just about to cross the trail, and I didn't have a lot of time. So by the time I got the squeakers in my pocket and got my gun up, he was almost across the trail, and I shot him with those 55 grain zombie bullets. You've seen me load these before. These things destroyed this coyote. You know, you hear a lot about pelt damage. This coyote was angling to me, so the exit hole was out the guts, and man, there's blood everywhere. There's guts everywhere. It tore him up pretty bad, but I'm not hunting these things for their pelts. In Arkansas, I'd be surprised if one like this with no pelt damage brought $5. So I'm just trying to do the deer and everything else a favor by getting rid of them. So 55 grain zombie bullets definitely work. You ready to look? Let's go. Okay. By the way, I'm trying to mark the drag it out trail. We're going the clearest way in here. Oh, he was complaining about stickers or something on the way in here. That deer went maybe, I'm gonna say 40 yards. It's thick in here. If it had been open, we could probably saw it. He hit it good, put it through the lungs. Most of the blood I found was not exit hole blood. I don't think the bullet exited. I think it was just coming out of the nose and lungs. And after about 20 yards, the blood really started pouring. So those 100 grain 243 reloads really do a number. That deer was angling to us. He shot it right into the shoulder. And like I said, it went about 40 yards. So we're glad to get it. We've each killed a deer. I've killed a coyote this week. We can go home and prop our feet up. Or coyote hunt.
Going home, propping feet up.
I'm going coyote hunting. All right, we'll see you at the meat pole. I love this. I absolutely love this. You know how many of his deer I've drug out of the woods? It's good to see him coming of age. Go over the trees if you want. Come on. Come on, man. Come on, you're almost there. Don't go over the tree, go around it.
Which way?
The one that's up your butt crack.
Gotta say which one, it says which way.
I don't care. Right or left. I want to show you the damage that we get out of these spear 100 grain soft points that I've done a reloading video on. I think it's titled the best deer load for 243. This is where the bullet entered. You don't have to zoom in. Okay. You can just, this is where the bullet entered the deer, right in the shoulder. The deer was angling to us. The bullet went in there, went through the ribs. You can see, Coleman, come over here and zoom in on this. You can see where the hole, that is an entrance hole. The bullet lodged over here on the back side, and there's what we recovered. Basically the base, well,
dropped it now.
There's what we recovered. Now I have to weigh that. It's not scientific, but that is the jacket and most of the base still intact of a 100 grain 243 bullet. So you're talking 6mm. It opens fast. It does a lot of internal damage. And I think if we had been shooting directly broadside to the deer, we would have got a pass through. But because we had to pass through the stomach, which is what we've got in here, but you can still see the hole inside that shoulder. These bullets just devastate deer. This deer ran about 40 yards. But it'll clean up. The shoulder is pretty bad, but I'm going to be honest with you. Some people complain about, you know, doing meat damage. Well, I'd rather do meat damage and find the rest of the meat than I would make a nice little clean entrance and a nice little clean exit, and then you can't find the deer. So anyways, that's Coleman's deer. Big old fat doe. We're going to get this meat trimmed up and washed off and get it in the cooler and pack up and start thinking about heading home. Thank y'all for watching.